finally the new Disventure episode was released. I couldn't wait anymore. I hope this one is good because after episode 12, these eliminations were terrible. Let's hope today it's a good one. Let's watch.
Benji! Well, shit.
All as intended.
I was fucking right. This was amazing. My latest video was right. Everything I said happened. Whoa. I'm so happy. This deserves a live action scene of me after watching this episode. Here goes.
I just want to say, Hannah, you're an idiot. This is the happiest moment in my entire life. Really.
Whoa, boy. And now I feel at peace. Ivy was kind of injured. This was great. Yeah, that was me trying to do a cosplay of Benji. I don't know if it worked, but I don't care. Let's go on to the reveal now. Hello, you butt knuckles. Total MK fan here with another Disventure Camp reveal. And this episode, oh boy, this episode. I see a lot of on this episode, mostly of people who loves Benji, but in my opinion, of someone who also likes the character. I loved this episode and people were just exaggerating because their favorite was eliminated. And since I felt that before, today I'm going to use this to make fun of them, obviously. Okay, not in the mean way, but just to be funny. So let's go start the review and talk about this episode that was great. And before we start it, just one last thing. This nun is amazing. The episode starts and we see Zayd obviously angry, mad, totally pissed, and wants to really hurt Benji. I think he was holding his house, not punching his nerd in the face, and for no reason because his girl was just eliminated. It was cute to see this more angry side of Zayd that we already saw before, but some people got angry saying, oh, he's being a total jerk and dick to Benji, but let's remember his girlfriend was just eliminated because of them, and as we see before in the other episodes, other contestants also get angry because their friends or relationships were eliminated, so it does make sense you guys judge Zayd because of it and don't judge the others, so it's totally reasonable why he's doing that. And also Hannah goes to talk because I knew how you felt, so if she knows how he felt, she didn't have to go and talk and force to talking while saying, oh, it wasn't my fault, it wasn't taking all those stuff, let the guy just go, don't talk with him. Let him get angry, but don't talk with him. We also have a confession that Benji explains he only voted with Hannah last elimination because he knows her for a long time and he only knows for like 3 episodes now, so that's why he chose Hannah over him and not vote Isabel and voted actually for Ivy. This explains a lot and makes sense, but it still was a dumb move. And now I'm athlete seeing because every episode needs and is actually cute, and I want them to interact more because I ship them for real now. It's basically Logan playing around. We learn more about Spencer's past and ex, and it's not that interesting because it was obvious that was just a toxic relationship. But 4th breakups? Are you kidding? I mean, in the first one, you two should have stopped because, 4 is unbelievable. And we also have a confessional that Logan just has a little bit panic that he's saying he feels something for Spencer and he's afraid of, and okay, no one's surprised by this. And Logan goes talk to Richard, having the first and I think the only scene of Richard that I care, because it was really great the way he talks and helps Logan, and it makes me understand the character a bit more. But it's still Richard, so I don't know. It doesn't matter. They can do anything with this character. It's not going to make me care about him or think that he deserves the merge. He doesn't deserve the merge. This talk will happen the 3 episodes before this one. I don't know. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good scene. This is not amazing, but it's good. But still, it doesn't make me like Richard. It could be anyone here. It wouldn't make a difference. It could be Natalia talking to Logan here. And the challenge is finally going to start. But before that, Trevor has an announcement that it is the teams are merged. Ivy, was the last pre-merge vote. You gotta be kidding with me right now. And this is actually a good moment to talk about the merge. I understand all the characters being here. Yes, even Natalia, even Zaid, even though I would prefer to be Ivy. I understand to be here, they have some reasons. Oh, but some didn't make strategy moves, or some don't have enough screen time to make it. Okay, this is true, but sometimes they don't need this. This just needs to be interesting, or funny, or have a reason to be here later. But why Richard is here? He isn't interesting. Okay, Richard fans, you might think he's the most interesting character in the world, but he's not. He's just an old coach. He made 0 moves, like 0. He did nothing. Natalia did way more than him, even though it wasn't a lot or she wasn't the main brain of it. She at least tried. But Richard, the only thing he did was make inspirational speeches and talk with others. Oh, but he's good at challenge. He was good in one challenge, okay? He's not that good at challenges. And being good at challenges is not exactly a reason for you to be here, because Benji is also horrible at challenges and he's here. So this is not a reason to be in the merge. This dude doesn't make sense to be here. You could be Linda in his place, you could be Tad in his place, but no, they want this old guy to stay in the game for some reason that I just can't understand. And for some of you comment, and I know exactly who's going to do this, but he's way more interesting than eliminated contestant. No, he isn't. I mean, if I make a post asking who is the best Disventure Camp Season 4 character, or who is your favorite Disventure Camp Season 4 character, no one, besides this one person, would comment, my favorite is Richard. Why, of all characters in this season, you choose the boring, forgettable old guy to be your favorite? Okay? Your taste is a bit weird. I mean, really. I think he's just here so this Logan plot of he find out he's bi happens, because I can't see any other reason for why he's here. And even though this could happen in the first episode of the season, wouldn't change. It didn't need to be on the merge. It's ridiculous why he's here. I want this dude eliminated now. Like, right now. Next episode, he needs to be out because it doesn't make sense. Okay, moving on. Day for reaching the merge, win a reward that is pajamas. Okay, I guess this is a good prize. And we have the challenge that is forming duos to go underwater and find a treasure. Wait, I think I see this before. But the best thing is that they win prizes. And the best prize here, in my opinion, is the Spencer one. Man, that is cool. Now talking about the duos. First, the obvious one is about Natalia, Benji, and Hannah. It was obviously gonna team up and were fun, good dynamics as always, but where I saw that. Logan and Spencer, that actually was a bit surprising because I thought Logan would go to Richard, but no, he decided to go to Spencer. It was also cute to see because they have good dynamics. They also had a little funny scene before go to the boat. And the new duos, that is Zaid and Anastasia and Jade and Richard. And okay, Zaid and Anastasia was not that interesting, not that cool, even though it was, but it was more because in the future they will be kind of alliance and have screen time. And then Richard was fine, I guess. Richard was a bit funny, but and the most interesting thing here was Jade, because it showed a bit more of her character during the challenge. That I'm gonna talk about this later. But the duos were cool. I just wish they have a little bit more, difference. Put Hannah with Natalia and Isabel with Benji, so all the duos be different. But okay, I guess. Now the important thing that happened during the challenge. Natalia and Isabel reunite, so they have a conversation about Spencer being annoying, like always. But they also want to form a Girls Alliance Part 2, because now that Linda and Marissa aren't there anymore, Isabel can have total control of the thing, but she won't tell Natalia that. And I think it's genius that Isabel is finally making moves and is trying to make alliances, because the 2 biggest threats are gone. And now she can do whatever she wants because of how Marissa doing the whole we need to trust Linda, and Linda being annoying. And this actually starts the Isabel villain arc that I'm really hyped about it. I know some people don't like this because, she's religious, so she can be evil. Since what? Just because you're religious, you can be evil? I have news for you, guy. They can't. Ben,
really evil. It doesn't matter if they are religious, okay? Get off the fantasy word.
But we also see that Natalia isn't 100% sure about this because she steals Logan and Richard's allies, so yeah, she'll probably flip the vote. And if she do it again, I think Isabel will eliminate her, and won't be a good scene to watch. It will be really dramatic. I hope it doesn't end like this, but we'll see what will happen. We also have Zeta and Anastasia, and Anastasia's plan is to have Zeta as an ally because they lost their girlfriend, so yeah, they have so much in common. And it's gonna be good because in an extra vote. And you think Zeta is gonna disagree with this? Of course he accepts. He says it wasn't his plan, but now that Ivy's gone and he can't trust Ben and Hannah, well, here comes the psychopath motto. After that, they decide who is going to die, and Hannah decides Benji is going to die. And Hannah obviously is trying to flirt with Benji, but he doesn't give a shit. I don't know if he didn't notice or he was thinking she was just playing, but obviously it was a flirt, and he didn't care. I don't know, I thought the scene was fun. Okay, back to the things that are interesting. Natalia talks with Hannah while everyone's doing the challenge, and is about the girls' alliance too. And Hannah celebrates because she's finally in a big alliance and she can count on the girls. Right? Alex, you can count on the girls. She's definitely not going to suffer because of this. And back to the challenge, we see Richard asking Jade what is everything he sees underwater, and it's so funny. Wow. My God, it's so annoying. Back to characters I really care about. We see that Benji has two options to go to the right or on the left. One is the dangerous one and one is the easiest one, but is a longer path. And Benji, even though Hannah says he should go to the longest, he goes to the dangerous one because he had character development. He can do it. And man, we gotta respect Benji because if it was in the start of the season, he'd probably go to the longest one, but not dangerous. But here, he's different. He wants to prove he can do this stuff, and he goes in the dangerous one. That isn't it dangerous at all, but still. Then Logan finds the chest, and doing villain poses, Anastasia and Isabel appear, and the epic fight scene underwater happens. Here's what happened in the scene with epic music. But in the end, Logan can manage to get the chest and is ready to go, but surprise, he got stuck in a hole. This freeze got weird. Now it happens, the thing I hate the most in this episode. It's unbelievable. The chest falls from Logan's hand and by accident falls right in front of Richard, and he wins the challenge because Logan got stuck, and luckily the chest of all places falls right in front of him. I mean, they can give immunity because he deserves. He wins by luck. It's unbelievable, this. Anyway, everyone stops the challenge because Logan got stuck, he's losing the oxygen, and everyone goes safe except one person, Richard, because he will have an interesting thing. Jade doesn't tell Richard what is happening. She wants to win immunity first, then help Logan, because while everyone's helping Logan, she can have a chance of winning and no one bother. And you can think, okay, Jade's thinking of the win and not the others is coming. But it's actually no, because she is worried. You can see her face is so emotional of fear and guilt and not wanting to do this 100%. We see that Jade is not only focused on the game. She's doing this because it's hard. She doesn't want to do it, but she's still. So she isn't a monster with no emotions, okay? We see that she have a bit of worry and remorse, unlike other characters from other seasons. Anyway, the girls save Logan and Spencer do this. Yeah, the thumbnail of the kiss was just this. People got mad because of it. Some people saying, oh my god, this kiss was so forced. But it wasn't a kiss, guys, okay? It was just helping Logan. This is what you do when someone's out of air or is stuck in the water, you know? You do this. It's not a kiss, okay? Even though their lips match and those stuff, and I can complain about it. Anyway, Richard and Jade won the challenge and they can get their prizes, and I never saw Jade so happy in this whole season. Like, wow, I never thought Jade had emotions. And Richard's got all emotion because of a ball, but when he's not emotion because of a ball, right? And they can choose another duo to win their prizes. And they choose Anastasia and Zayd. Hannah, what did you choose? Another one for her blame. Go get angry. Moving on, they go to the new cabin that is just a fusion of the other cabins and super ugly. And we find out about Jade's turtle that he names Franklin, and this actually was from her mother, and their mother passed from her. And she really loves this thing, and you can see she cares. I'm not expecting Jade to have emotions. It's really weird to see this, but I'm liking it. Anyway, the girls go together to a place to decide the votes, and they decide to vote out Zayd, even though Anastasia didn't want that. And Benji isn't there, but Hannah says that he can be useful and vote with them. So they decided, okay, let's vote Zayd and Benji vote with us. But when Natalia and Hannah leave...
We all have the same idea, I take it.
Luckily, I have a plan.
What a plan. Oh boy, what a plan. This nun, oh my god, this nun is amazing. Woof, this episode. Okay, moving on. Spencer, Jade, and Isabel are talking, and the girls say that he's safe no matter what because they want them in the game the longer they can have in the game until the finale. But Spencer doesn't trust them. I mean, he knows he's safe, but he can't count on them all the time. So he decides to form a Justice League, a men's alliance. So basically now it's boys versus girl, women versus men. I don't know how you want to call this. And I think it's very cool because a character can break this, like Natalia, or I don't know, maybe Logan, since Natalia is moving to the girl's side, but also to the boy's side because she has alliance with Logan and Richard. And Logan is friends with Anastasia, even though he voted her this episode. It was a bit weird, but okay. So this probably men versus women thing might not work long term, and even though it works, it's going to be fun. And we see that the men alliance is a mess because no one agrees to vote. I mean, they all agree except one person, Benji. But before the voting, let's cute scene.
お餅をすきましょう。お餅をすきましょう。
Petanco, petanco, petan, petan, petanco.
Damn it, Benji.
Bleh.
And I had to admit, this scene is cute. They are cute together. As friends, siblings, roommates, buddies, friends, close friends. But not the type that kiss on the mouth, the type of close friends that are just basically siblings. Only friends! Anyway, with Isabel seeing all this, she sees how close Hannah is to Benji, and her mind makes a plan. Isabel, Anastasia, and Jade are working together to vote someone that isn't Zayd, and Zayd is working with them because now he's Anastasia's ally. Even though Jade a bit conflicted about the voting, Isabel convinces her in a really scary way.
It's just...
Come on, Jade. You know this is the only way.
I know it wasn't, oh my gosh, she's so scary and a villain, and whoa. But come on, for Isabel's patterns, this was a bit scary. Come on. Anyway, let's go to the elimination. And the eliminated contestant of the season, episode 14. I forgot this wasn't 13. It is...
Ninth person voted out of Disventure camp. Benji.
Well, shit.
In your face! I told you this was gonna happen! I said in the last video, Benji is going to be eliminated because of Jade and Isabel. And I was right! It's so good when this happened. Oh my god, now Hannah noticed how dumb she was. Woo, this is what I call vengeance. Ivy smiling in the eliminated island. Woohoo! Oh my god, it was so good. Anna, you dumbass, look what you done. I doubt this can get any better. It's already so good.
A best friend. You're like a sister to me.
This is gonna be better. She was rejected. Oh my god. Lena was definitely flirting with him this whole episode just to get you like a sister to me. I love this scene so much. Now the ship's completely over. I love this episode. Oh, why are you like a sister to me? My God. Anyway, they haven't said goodbye. Isabel has her final confessional saying that now Hannah just need them, the girls' alliance, and just them, and that everything plays out exactly how she wanted. And Jade has a confessional of her saying that she's kind of sad about it and thanks Benji because of everything he did to her. And man, you can see she's actually sad about this elimination. She didn't really want to 100% eliminate Benji. But thank God she did. And the final confessional is Hannah sad because she keeps losing everyone she loves and cares about. And the episode is over with Hannah sad. And I have one thing to say about all this. Thank you, Sister Isabel. Hallelujah, man. This was amazing. Woo! And I learned her lesson. Yes, I'm doing this just because I'm an Ivy fan. I was mad at episode 12, and this shows how dumb Hannah was, and she experienced in her skin how dumb she was. Woo! I love this. Okay, being serious right now. Obviously, this move will backfire. Isabel will have to face the consequences because Hannah is extremely sad because of Benji is gone. But maybe she didn't have to. Because, as you remember, Isabel still has the idol. And she didn't admit she voted for Benji. Hannah said in her own words, "For God's sake, Jade." She didn't say Jade and Isabel or Isabel. She just said Jade. She thinks it's Jade's fault, not Isa. And she can use this in her favor. And I know a lot of people are angry because Benji is gone. Believe me, I am happy about that. Hannah learned her lesson, and that was right. And as an Ivy fan, I'm happy because Hannah is suffering because of what she did in episode 12. But still, Ben's elimination was sad. I didn't want to see him gone this early. I hope he wasn't the first merge boot. I was hoping Richard was the first merge boot. But I can't understand why they doing and why they did this. But still, I wish Ben to stay a little longer because he was really great. If you pick Benji in the first episode and him in this last one, it is another different character. He went to a character that I hated. I couldn't see in my screen to one of the best characters in the season and a really relatable character. Benji is really great, and seeing him gone this way was a bit sad, but every time I rewatch this, I can get sad because I'm so happy about Isabel's move that I can cry always. But still, I understand people that are mad that Benji's gone. Believe me, you have another choices that would be way better than Benji being gone. But it's not a big deal because we can agree that, yeah, Benji's great, but he couldn't do enough to reach, like, the finals or the stuff. Like some people saying, oh, he was the best winner pick. No, don't exaggerate. He got better in the fandom by being likable, but he's still not really great at challenges, and no one listened to him, so yeah, and no. And a lot of people say, oh my god, this is becoming All-Star 2. Like, no, man. This isn't. You have a villain here that actually makes sense to be a villain, that was being prepared to be a villain since episode 1. Just the blind people that didn't see that, or saying, oh, she's crazy, so she's going to do this. Of course she was going to do this. It was obvious. They put a nun on the show. You think she was not going to be evil? Come on. But yeah, I can understand. I just think people are a bit over dramatic. Like, I'm doing all this. You might think, oh my god, they hate Hannah. But no, I don't hate Hannah. I love Hannah. I just think it's fun the way she's suffering because she finally learned that she's dumb. But yeah, I can understand why people are mad because of elimination. And about Isabel, I see she's receiving a lot of hate, but man, I don't care. She was my favorite character in this episode. She was good at the challenge. She was funny, a bit cute sometimes, but a good strategist, a good villain, had good interactions. You know, she was great. And I hope she stays on the game longer because I want to see more of Isabel. I understand who doesn't like her, but I think it's ridiculous. And people comparing her to Rhea, no. She isn't a villain like Rhea. She was prepared to be a villain since episode 1. You can see that she wasn't nice and all friendly. And Rhea was nice and all friendly, and then out of nowhere become a villain. So yeah, don't compare her. And don't say the season is all Star 2 just because your favorite was eliminated. When Ivy was eliminated, I didn't say the season was horrible, okay? Don't be exaggerated. And now, my opinion of who is going to be the next eliminated. And if I have to guess, I really don't know. Maybe Natalia, because Lisa can use the totem and Natalia ends up eliminated. Or Richard, because she decides that everyone should vote for her because she voted Benji. And she makes a move and uses the totem. Then Richard's eliminated because she chose to eliminate him. But I don't know. Maybe probably these characters that aren't doing enough. But in my heart, and what I wish and hope is that Richard is out next. Like, please, get the fuck out of here, old man. You're doing nothing. And if next episode's a comeback challenge, Tad is going to come back. And if he comes back, I hope it's with another guy, like Alessio. Benji, no, because he was just eliminated. But, you know, so the guys can have a bit more power in the game. They can finally eliminate a girl, because when was the last time a girl was eliminated? Oh, yeah, let's not talk about it. So yeah, I hope it's that. It was a great episode, really funny, and I hope next episode is great like this one. And Benji fans, now stay with this speed run here to say goodbye to Benji.
J-Club, Muhammad Kamra, Birdie, Rakiki, Sarah Cadet, Romeo 0401, Ian, Creeper XX, Drama Time, CEO, Ryan Levitt, Bridge Capper, BX Gamer X, Richard Jr., Rhea Still a Parasite, Glad You Moved On, Connor, Ravage, proud member of the Logan Benji cult, Spencelope Cannon, Lucas Lapolo, Sinister Wolf 10, Mitoshi Get, Dunktown, Huntakes, Diego's boyfriend, Mars, Stasia's son, Afraguri, RFF, Ekadanus, Superhero Cat, Hannah Fan, Nick Saria, Robo Canna, Rev Loves Logan, Spicy Ass, Jose Moreno Lopez, LA Duncott, Jay's Partner, Yavi Koopa, Alan's Coffee Comics, GMH, Montan Mission, Jimmy Cash, Aldo Vera Solis, Christopher Slatina, Goldfish, Creature Features, Biggest Fan, I'm Gonna Kidnap, Tom Line Productions, Imperial Red, False Pat Paracha, My Sister Crushes, Drew, Link the Dragon, Mimic, Poison Ivy, Zombie 321, Gemini Drake, The Patriots Need Therapy, True, Connor Troy, Get the Strip Club, LaShawn Edis, Diego's Colombian Husband, Justice Rushing, Derek Braga, Abel Davila, Salt Knife, No Way, Chief is eloping with Tom, Commander Carter, Project Ansem, Roy V Pizza, Yas Queen Slay, Mama, Pink Berloom, Elena loves Tristan and their positive vibes, Hara loves Diane J, their sexy buddy, Jelly, Muff, Odin, Lady Jellybean, Diego's Rob, Spencer's wife, Elena, Tiernan Leonard, Cass loves Gretton, Aiden, Vote Out Jade, Liar, True, Like and Power, Rich's #1 fan, Emer, Jin, Javan Casanova, Silver Gamer Player 2002, Kamala King, Tristan's #1 fan and Defender, Intern Oliver's Hot Silly Benji Cult Leader, Dip and Chip, Ted's favorite Rent Boy, Tom, Shoka, Zelestia's wife, Spencer, please step on me, Ew, Crispy Sunset, I Love Divorce, N-Wiser, Suzaku, Lex Dog Ham, Empress Alligator, USN Sailor 82, Frozen Fan 1, Nyla, Anarissa, Xavier Cannon, Henry Evenson, Scarlet Morningstar, it's Ian White, Tiger XAN time!
Whoa, that was impressive.